We present The Castle, written by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. This week on The Castle, a witch, a whisk, and an aria.
Morning, Thomas. How's breakfast coming on?
Very well, my lord. I'm just putting the finishing touches to my new invention, a machine which should whisk your eggs into a smooth consistency in a matter of seconds.
As I thought. Now, perhaps you can invent a machine that removes whisked egg from walls and furniture.
Well, at least the eggs are still in the room, sire. Better than when Merlin was the chef and he caused an entire English breakfast to fly out the window.
Was that better?
What happened to Merlin, sire?
Well, as you know, his magic was somewhat erratic, and last week he cast a spell by mistake, which caused him to disappear up his own fundament.
Oh, dear.
You could hear his voice echoing around for a while, but even that's gone now.
Yo, Peter Dude, what's up?
Morning, Henry.
Oh, cool egg wallpaper. Oh, there's a man at the door. Says he's come for the butler's job.
Oh, yes. Hopefully he'll be able to instill a sense of order into this place. Can you say I'll be down in a minute?
I'll be down in a minute.
No, I mean, you tell the butler.
Yeah, man.
Where's he from, sire?
Well, he's from England, although you'd never know it.
I mean the butler.
Some run-down country pile called Downton Abbey.
Apples! Get your apples here!
Lady Longoria Tabbards!
Lord Beckham Underhoser, penny off!
Oh, Anne, look at this handbag. Isn't it lovely? It's by Baron Yves de Saint Laurent.
Oh, it's French. You can't buy that.
Oh, I already have.
We're at war with the French, Charlotte. We're supposed to be boycotting their goods.
Oh, but the French make the best handbags. Even John Galliano works for Dior, and he's Italian.
Actually, he was sacked for abusing the French.
Why would anyone be sacked for abusing the French?
Excuse me, my ladies. Can you spare a groat?
Not really, no.
Well, I am a veteran of the French War, thrown out after fighting for my country with nary a final salary pension, nor a bonus, nor a job seeker's allowance.
That's terrible. Sir Knight, surely there's something else you could do.
No, my lady. There is only purgatory, or Tesco's, and they amount to the same thing.
Charlotte, we must do something for these people.
What?
I think we should invite them into the castle to recuperate. Come on, Charlotte.
My lord.
Ah, Duncan, where have you been? I can't find the Daily Parchment.
There is no Daily Parchment anymore, sire.
Why not?
The whole of the staff of the Woodstock Daily Sun and the son of the Woodstock Daily Sun have been arrested for corruption.
Zoons! So no longer will the mornings be invigorated by the engraving on page 3 of a local peasant girl chewing on a blade of straw while standing demurely in her cotton undercrackers.
Talking of objects of desire, sire, I bumped into Lady Anne in the street today.
You bumped into Lady Anne? Do you realise how over the last 3 years my heart has yearned to utter that phrase?
I didn't literally bump, my lord.
Good. As a man of the cloth, the experience would be wasted on you.
For so many reasons. Anyway, she and the Lady Charlotte were infusing about using Sir John's castle as a recuperation centre for men-at-arms wounded in the war with France.
Oh, Duncan, that's terrible. A castle full of leery, unwashed knights, never having seen a woman for months, they'll be rampant.
That's what I was thinking.
And they'll all be giving puffed-up stories of their heroics during the war just to impress Lady Anne. You know what soldiers are like.
Oh, I do indeed, sire. I've seen it at first hand.
I hope you're not referring to me, Duncan.
Oh, heaven forfend. I just remember you regaling Lady Anne with your stories of taking 1,000 Turkish prisoners single-handedly outside Constantinople, armed only with a toothpick and a lamb tagine.
What are you talking about? That was true. It's all written in the chronicles by the accredited eyewitness, Sir Guy de Glaucoma.
Wasn't he blind, sire?
I gave him a running commentary and he wrote it down. What's the matter with you?
Nothing, sire.
Look, the point is, if one of these women-starved knights manages to woo Anne, then any hope I have of winning her heart will be dashed against the rocks faster than a luxury schooner sailed by a crazed Italian sea captain.
We need to think of a plan, my lord.
Exactly. And quick.
So, Yeoman Bates, you worked at Downton Abbey as a butler to Lord Bonville.
A valet, sire. I have very different duties to the butler.
Oh, right.
And I look forward to assuming my rank of valet vis-à-vis the rest of the staff.
The rest of the staff, yes.
Because
yes.
at Downton as valet, I was under the butler, but above the under-butler, although below the footman. I was also above the tweeny maid and under the housemaid, but below the upper housemaid, whose assistant under tweeny maid, was on a par with the assistant under cook and the under scullery over maid's assistant, although below the head under groom and over the other kitchen maids, including, of course, the scullery maid.
What about the scullery maid?
She was under everyone. But she was very popular.
Well, Bates, welcome to Woodstock Castle. I'm sure your duties won't be too onerous. It's very quiet here, really.
Father, I've had a wonderful idea. Why not use part of the castle to care for the wounded knights from the French war, so they don't have to beg in the streets?
Anne and I could look after them.
And I can polish their horses.
All right, stop. That's enough, stop. As I was saying, it's very quiet here, really.
No, we could do it, Sir John. We could help heal the soldiers' bruised bodies, their wounded arms, their tired thighs.
It'd be cool, Father Dude. They could, regale us with heroic deeds of valour and blood and mashing up the enemy, LOL.
I need to think about it. By the way, this is Bates, our new butler.
Valet, sire. I'm under the butler, but over the under-butler.
Yes, all right.
So, what do you think, Pater Dude?
May I say, sire, that Downton Abbey was turned into a recuperation centre for soldiers from the war with France, and it provided drama and emotional conflict within the house for over 2 years.
There you are. Thank you, Bates.
Oh, you're cool.
Yes, thank you for that, Bates.
Glad to be of help, sire.
Right, let's arrange all the beds to face the windows so the soldiers can have light and air.
These beds are almost as nice as the ones we had at Downton, Sir John.
Oh, Thomas's invention. How do they work, Thomas?
Well, the beds are hinged in the middle, so when the patient wants to sit up, they pull this handle, and a spring flips the back part of the bed up.
Congratulations, Thomas. This gadget seems to have some purpose, unlike most of your others, which are about as useful as a chocolate Iron Maiden.
Oh, thank you, sire.
So, Bates, could you start making the beds up for when they all arrive?
I'm sorry, sire?
Make the beds up, sheets, hospital corners, and so on.
But, my lord, that's the job of the understairs linen skivvies assistant.
Oh, well, I trust you're not averse to having a little lie down on the bed to test Thomas's mechanism.
But of course, sire. Yeah, very comfortable.
I'm so glad. Right, Thomas, let's see it in action. Pull the handle.
Yes, sire.
I thought something like that might happen.
It needs a little adjustment, sire.
I think the same might be said of Bates.
Right, get those men off the carts. Chop, chop. Jaldi, jaldi.
My Lord de Warren.
Ah, my Lady Anne. Charlotte.
Cool cod piece.
Thank you. I thought the flagpole design quite appropriate.
Why is it at half-mast? For this is a joyous occasion, the return of our heroes from the fields of Flanders.
Be assured, my Lady Anne, that now you are in close proximity, the flag will be imminently hoisted to its full extent.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
Wow.
Charlotte, there's no need to salute it.
Copy that.
Well, the men they're all looking a little more comfortable.
Oh, don't they just?
Well, I'll keep my eye on them and weed out any malingerers.
Can I talk to the warriors, Father?
No, Henry, they're tired.
Papa, don't preach, man. I want to hear the stories of the battles when it was throwing down, bum-biddy-bum, bum-biddy-bum-bum.
You know, old chap, I can't make head or tail of what your son is talking about.
I know. Is it me? Is it the education system? Is it society? Or is he just an idiot?
Tough call.
There you are, my lord. Sorry I'm late. I had to remove a rosebush from my face.
What's the hurry, Bates?
It is time to dress you for tiffin.
You've only just dressed me.
That was for pre-tiffin, sire.
Well, I suppose I need to look my best because I've invited a very special singer to entertain the troops.
Oh, not Lady Kylie de Minogue.
No, Lady Catherine Jenkins de Cumbry.
Oh, shame.
Is that wise, sire? When Lady Catherine came to Downton to sing to the troops, they all ran screaming from the room.
Oh, really?
They said they hadn't experienced such a terrifying sound since the French charge at Agincourt. In fact, it was so bad, a couple of them suddenly regained the use of their legs. So keen were they to escape the noise.
Oh, well, I'll bear that in mind.
Yo, hero knight dude, I'm Henry Woodstock, innit?
And I'm the Baron Ferguson of Manchester, united with the Kyle of Lochhouse, Laird of Kinclaven and Ochtermuchtre.
You just gobbed on me, bro!
Just got some phlegm in my throat there.
Now, tell me some of your, stories of heroic battle against the French at Agincourt. Did you mush 'em up, LOL?
Well, we started with a normal 4,000, 2,000, 4,000 formation. They attacked us on the right wing, but our defence held them off, with my Lord Keane and Viddich fighting hard.
Respect to that.
Then we charged their flank, leading with our finest knights, Baron Hernandez and Lord Rooney of the Stretford End. It was end-to-end stuff, a battle of two halves, till finally we charged through them and kicked them off the field. Great victory for the lads, very cool. Put them right up at the top, ready for the next away match at Half-Flower.
Oh, that was a banging story, bro, you mean?
Isn't it exciting having so many heroes in our own castle?
I know. One of them pinched my derriere as I walked past.
Really? What did you do?
Well, I walked past again.
Oh, look, there's a very good-looking knight over there in the corner.
Oh, yes, tasty. Oh, go and say hello to him.
But we haven't been introduced.
Anne, we're nurses. It's part of our job to introduce ourselves to fit strangers.
Very well. Are you comfortable, good night?
It's not bedtime yet, is it?
Oh, no, I meant good night, as in you're a knight, and that's good. I'm Lady Anne Woodstock.
I am Lord Crawley of Grantham. Lady Anne, you are indeed such a vision of beauty that would shame a rose were it to have the impertinence to bloom in your presence.
You're too kind. Let me tuck you in, sire.
'Tis no need. My feet could freeze, and I would not know it.
Why, my lord?
I have no feeling in my lower parts. They are as dead to me as truth and honesty are to a politician.
I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do for you, my lord?
Merely to smile is enough. For that smile doth light up your visage, like the sun breaking through mist over a summer's meadow.
Sire, you flatter me.
And your blushes are the flushes of the first sunlight on the flowers of a summer's meadow.
Would that be the same meadow, sire?
Yes. Well, after the mist has gone, obviously.
Of course. Well, I must go now.
And I will await your return, like the budding oak doth wait for the swallow's return in spring. For in truth, like the swallow, you are a fit bird.
Thank you, my lord.
You scurvy knave, you popinjay! Do you deny that you made eyes at Lady Anne? On guard!
Sire, why are you threatening a garden gnome with your sword?
I am transferring my anger onto an inanimate object, you impudent, vile dog!
You only ask.
I'm talking to the gnome. So, you're Lord Crawley, are you, so-called hero of Agincourt, pretending to be paralysed so you can get your soiled hands on the pure white bosom of Lady Anne? What have you to say for yourself, ha? Ha ha! You hear that, Duncan? He has nothing to say.
That's because he's a gnome, sire.
He is saying nothing because he knows I am right. Standing there with your fishing rod and ridiculous beard. Aha! Now he is but dust, as one day we all shall be.
How do you feel, sire?
Confused, but better. For now I know how I am to win the hand of Lady Anne. I have fashioned a plan.
What kind of plan, sire?
A devious plan, Duncan. A plan, in short, that the Roman god Deviosus himself would be proud to have devised.
I didn't know there was a Roman god called Devious.
That's how devious he was.
Charlotte!
Anne? Oh, what's the matter? It's nearly midnight.
I think I'm in love.
Yeah, I thought you might be.
How do you know?
You put your nightie on inside out?
Oh, it's Lord Crawley. When he talks, I get dizzy and I feel sick. Is that love?
Perhaps. Or it could be the prawns we had for supper.
But there's a problem.
Oh, you mean he's married?
Oh, no. He has no feelings in his lower body.
What, his feet?
Yes, but higher than that.
Or his knees?
Higher.
His tummy?
Lower.
Oh, you mean his...
Yes.
Ooh. How bad is it?
Quite bad.
You mean he's not able to...
No.
And so if he wanted to bear his children...
Yes.
And he had to...
Yes.
Well, he wouldn't be able to.
No.
So he can't get a...
No.
Surely a little.
Apparently not.
Not even if you...
No.
How about if you...
No, I wouldn't ever do that. It's disgusting.
Oh,
I know.
what a bummer.
So, De Warren, this is very sudden news. You're going off to fight the French.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed he is.
Can I come too? I've had lessons in fighting from Lad Ferguson. I want to smack the Frenchies upside the head, LMAO.
Shut up, Henry. De Warren, is it wise to put yourself in danger like this?
Yeah, probably not, but I was thinking it might help my image vis-à-vis Lady Anne.
Oh, really?
My Lord de Warren, we hear you're off to fight the French.
How heroic.
Yes, it is, milady Anne. You see, Duncan, my plan is working.
Is it?
Milady, it would be a great honour to carry your colours into battle.
Oh, of course, how chivalrous. I would be honoured.
Would you like to carry my colours into battle as well, my lord?
Yes, of course. Let me guess. Do they depict a lion rampant against an azure background with a dansette coupée?
Actually, they're black with frilly lace.
How charming.
I'll just nip behind the screen and pop them off.
I've got some colours too, my Lord Brew.
And what do they depict?
A hoodie rampant with cross trainers pongant.
I think I'll pass on that. Farewell.
Rather you than me, old bean.
Sire, will you please tell me what's going on? Are we really going to France to fight?
Of course not, Duncan. What do you take me for, an idiot? I'm going to pretend to go to France and then come back as a wounded hero with no feeling in my lower reaches. Then Lady Anne will spend time helping me to regain said feelings, by which time she will have fallen in love with me and she will be mine. Job done.
There's only one problem I foresee.
Which is?
Given the feelings you have for Lady Anne, your chances of feigning paralysis in your lower body are about as much as a fox feigning sleep with a chicken sitting on its head.
Exactly. And that's where the ice comes in.
Good evening, Lord Crawley.
Lady Charlotte.
I've just come in to tuck you up for the night and give you your bovril.
How wonderful. May I say how pretty you look in your uniform, or rather, almost in your uniform.
Thank you. It is a little small, but I can just about squeeze in. Is there anything I can do for you?
Looking at you reminds me that I need my pillows plumped up.
Oh, of course, not at all. Just put your arms around my neck and let's just lift you up. That's it. Plump them up.
Oh, yes, that's better.
Oh, there's something under your sheet. I must have left my quill there earlier. Just a second. Oh.
It's not a pen, milady.
So I see. Good job I didn't try and dip it in my inkwell. Wait, you know what this means?
You need another pen?
No, well, yes, but it means you regain the feeling in your lower limbs.
Yes, isn't it wonderful? That means I can walk again.
Oh, never mind the walking. More to the point, you can... Yeah. I must tell Anne.
So, Duncan, I want you to take that bag of ice and pour it into my breeches.
Very well. Here goes. Shall I stop, sire?
No, carry on. Oh, that's freezing. I can't feel my feet. That's good. And my knees, and my legs.
Any feeling in the zone of manhood, sire?
None at all.
Excellent.
Duncan, my plan is working. I'm a genius, and I'm also going to faint.
Sire, you all right? Wake up. Oh, no. How do I get help in the middle of the woods at night, miles from anywhere? Oh, better get him up into the cart. I tell you what, my lord, your ideas are absolutely useless. You know those words I dread every time I hear them? Duncan, I have an idea. All your ideas are ordure. I could stand by the effluent pipe of Woodstock Village and pick out random lumps of detritus which would be capable of having better ideas than you, sire. Just saying.
Milady Jenkins has arrived, Sir John.
Oh, Lord Bates, I'd forgotten about her.
Sir John.
Milady Jenkins, welcome to Woodstock Castle.
Oh, Sir John, I'm so looking forward to singing for the troops.
Yes, well, there may not be time.
But they love my arias.
I'm sure they do, milady, but...
It's your repertoire, ma'am.
What's wrong with it?
Well, ma'am, your opening song, for example, You put your left leg in, your left leg out, in, out, shake it all about.
Well, that's a popular ancient ballad sung by the Cockneys in East London.
But it's all about legs.
I know.
My dear Daddy, the men are missing legs, and to choose a song, the lyrics of which will inevitably bring their attention to their own deficit in respect of limbs it's bad.
Oh, I see. Oh, but I have plenty of other songs. Oh, come on. The troops will be dying to hear me.
Well, I'm sure they will, milady. Will you excuse me for a moment?
Of course.
Pete.
Yes, my lord.
It seems she's determined to sing. What are we going to do?
Shall I fetch your formal earplugs?
What be he that be banging on the door of the witch woman at this time of night be?
'Tis Cardinal Duncan. Open up!
And why be a man of the cloth be interested in witches, what the church doth persecute and burn alive?
Look, Look, it's an emergency. My Lord de Warren is unconscious, and I need help to revive him.
And if I be open the door, how be I know that you'll be not arresting me, and be putting me to death, tied up at the stake, over an open fire, which be against all health and safety regulations?
I'm not going to burn you. Just let us in.
Do be coming in.
Help me drag him in. He weighs a ton.
Very well. Do you mind if I don't talk like this anymore? It really plays havoc with my throat.
Why do you talk like that anyway?
Oh, I'm a witch. People expect it. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm a bit worried about my Lord William de Warren here. I wonder if you could tell me what's wrong with him.
Let me see. He's dead.
What? He can't be.
Yes, afraid he is. Cause of death, hypothermia due to some idiot having filled his hose with ice.
I've killed my master. I'm going to burn in hell for all eternity. What can I do?
Move him away from the fire, or he'll melt all over my new carpet. Well, so tell me, how did it go with Lord Crawley?
Are you sure he was better?
Either that or we had someone working a hand puppet under his bedclothes.
Well, when I saw him, he was still the same.
What?
Charlotte, there was more movement in the trunk of that dead oak up on Hunter's Hill than there was in his night garments.
I don't understand it.
Well, he was very apologetic. He said, although his paralysis left when you were there, it returned when I appeared.
Oh, how weird.
Charlotte, I have this terrible feeling that Lord Crawley prefers you to me.
Oh, there, don't be silly. Why would he prefer me?
Because I'm pure and innocent, and you're somewhat of a slag, and some men like that.
Oh, right. Thanks very much.
Oh, that was such fun. I've never played Twister with a witch before. Especially while wearing her clothes.
Well, I must say, you're very flexible.
Oh, well, this witch's cloak gives one great freedom of movement. What's that smell of burning hair?
What's going on?
My lord, you're alive!
Well, of course I'm alive, you idiot. I'm singeing myself to death here.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Well, what are you talking about? And why are you dressed as a witch? And why is that woman dressed as a cardinal? Oh, my God, I'm not in hell, am I?
It's all right, my lord. I can explain everything.
Now, lords and ladies, and knight, a special treat. A glamorous lady who's been wooing them from Blackpool to Baghdad. She once sang at the siege of Antioch, and after 3 nights, the whole city surrendered. Oh, yeah, she's got a coloratura to die for, a very wide passaggio, and her falsettos are second to none. Mistress Catherine Jenkins!
I've got to stop it going on. The men will riot. Do something, Bates.
Shall I lay out your diva restraining gauntlet, sire?
Oh, no, she's going on.
Good evening, Woodstock. How you doing, lads? You all right?
It's too late.
First, I'd like to sing a song from one of my heroines, Mistress Kate de Bush. I'm running up that road, I'm running up that hill, I'm running up that hill.
She's singing about legs again. Lady Catherine, can you sing about something else? Not about legs.
Sorry. Happy feet. I've got those happy feet.
No!
I'm walking on sunshine.
No, not that either. No.
Oh, leg bones connected to the knee bone, and the knee bone's connected to the...
This is really upsetting them now.
They're pulling the levers on the bed, sire.
Yes, well, I'm not surprised.
Wow, see those geezers fly! That was banging!
Oh, yes. Yes, Henry, dude, it was indeed banging.
It is good to see you up and about, Lord Crawley.
Yes, by great fortune, the shock of landing on the water feature shocked my spine back into action, as well as irrigating my fundament.
Too much information, my lord.
Sorry.
But must you go?
Yeah, now that you're better, we can have some fun.
I must leave, my ladies, because I cannot choose between you. My head tells me that Lady Anne is my natural soulmate, whereas my body points towards Lady Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, so it does.
Ah, Lady Catherine.
Thank you for your hospitality, Sir John. I must say I've never had a reaction like that to my singing before. Are you sure the men enjoyed it?
Of course. It is a tradition at Castle Woodstock that the audience uses our new spring-loaded bed technology to show their appreciation by flinging themselves out of the windows. Isn't that right, Bates?
I've no idea, my lord. I've only been here a day.
Really? Really? Well, it feels much longer. Will you bring round Lady Catherine's coach, please?
I'm afraid, sire, that is the duty of the stable servants, under harness, wrangler's deputy, Obermeister's carriage assistant, sire.
Unfortunately, he's dead.
Oh, dear. How did he die?
He refused to bring a coach round to the front door.
It'll be here in 2 minutes.
Well, Duncan, that was a complete disaster. You put way too much ice in my hose. It's a wonder you didn't ruin my manhood forever.
Sorry, sire, but I've not had much experience in the art of paralysing one's master from the waist down.
Well, you'd better do some research. It might come in handy sometime.
Still, how thoughtful of Sir John to lend you this new bed to aid your recovery.
Yes, Thomas made it. Why don't you try it out for me first?
Oh, can I? Oh, yes, very comfortable. I was thinking of giving the witch woman a gift as a thank you for helping you recover. Any ideas, sire?
Ideas, Duncan? Do I have any ideas? Let me see. Why don't you pop along to the Woodstock effluent pipe and pick some out?
Ah.
Word to the wise, Duncan. Next time you're insulting someone you think is dead, make sure they actually are dead.
That was The Castle by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. It starred James Fleet as Sir John Woodstock, Neil Dodgen as Sir William de Warren, Martha Howe Douglas as Lady Anne, Ingrid Oliver as Charlotte, Jonathan Kidd as Duncan and Thomas, Stephen Kimmin as Henry, and Lewis MacLeod as Bates. The music was by Guy Jackson and the producer was David Tyler. The programme was a positive production for the BBC. We present The Castle, written by Kim Fuller and Paul Alexander. This week on The Castle, a witch, a whisk, and an aria.
Morning, Thomas. How's breakfast coming on?
Very well, my lord. I'm just putting the finishing touches to my new invention, a machine which should whisk your eggs into a smooth consistency in a matter of seconds.
As I thought. Now, perhaps you can invent a machine that removes whisked egg from walls and furniture.
Well, at least the eggs are still in the room, sire. Better than when Merlin was the chef and he caused an entire English breakfast to fly out the window.
Was that better?
What happened to Merlin, sire?
Well, as you know, his magic was somewhat erratic, and last week he cast a spell by mistake, which caused him to disappear up his own fundament.
Oh, dear.
You could hear his voice echoing around for a while, but even that's gone now.
Yo, Peter Dude, what's up?
Morning, Henry.
Oh, cool egg wallpaper. Oh, there's a man at the door. Says he's come for the butler's job.
Oh, yes. Hopefully he'll be able to instill a sense of order into this place. Can you say I'll be down in a minute?
I'll be down in a minute.
No, I mean, you tell the butler.
Yeah, man.
Where's he from, sire?
Well, he's from England, although you'd never know it.
I mean the butler.
Oh, some run-down country pile called Downton Abbey.
Apples! Get your apples here!
Lady Longoria Tebbards!
Lord
want the house a penny off.
Oh, Anne, look at this handbag. Isn't it lovely? It's by Baron Yves de Saint Laurent.
Oh, it's French. You can't buy that.
Oh, I already have.
We're at war with the French, Charlotte. We're supposed to be boycotting their goods.
Oh, but the French make the best handbags. Even John Galliano works for Dior, and he's Italian.
Actually, he was sacked for abusing the French.
Why would anyone be sacked for abusing the French?
Excuse me, my ladies. Can you spare a groat?
Not really, no.
Well, I am a veteran of the French War, thrown out after fighting for my country with nary a final salary pension, nor a bonus, nor a job seeker's allowance.
That's terrible. Sir Knight, surely there's something else you could do.
No, my lady. There is only purgatory, or Tesco's, and they amount to the same thing.
Charlotte, we must do something for these people.
What?
I think we should invite them into the castle to recuperate. Come on, Charlotte.
My lord.
Ah, Duncan, where have you been? I can't find the Daily Pot.